Hi, how are you? This is Patty with the PIC TV Network. And I want to ask you a question. Do you believe in miracles? I do. And guess what? So does Project Smiles. We have created so many miracles last year and continue to create miracles as the season comes around with the holidays. We are asking you to please give a gift from the heart, only from the heart, and pay it forward with a miracle. I do want to share a testimony of my miracle. I received a car. It was a gift. It was a great gift. It was so well received. And my friend, it wasn't a family member, it was a friend who was so generous that gave it to me. She represents gratitude. She's a person of gratitude, and she reminds me to be grateful. She sees the good in paying it forward, and she also is always giving straight from her heart. So again, I just want to share that miracles happen every day, and you could be a part of that. You could not only be a receiver of a miracle like me, but also be a giver of a miracle as well as me. Here at the PIC TV Network, we're all about love and compassion and helping each other rise up. So again, Project Smiles for the PIC TV Network.
Hey friend, I want to take you back in time. Back in the 70s, I grew up in this area right here. 1014 Spring Road was the home that I grew up in. This was the street I grew up on right here. This was the street I walked on as a kid right here. On these streets right here. This was the street that I was walking in. I remember Mr. Rainey, Miss Elizabeth, Bootsy, Leonard. My house is right here, 1014 Spring Road. This is where I grew up. We had a fence right here. We had a dog named King right here. This was the home that I grew up in. You know, as a kid, I was like so happy because in my day, we were all family. I knew everybody in this block. And just being a kid, 10, 11, 12 years old, will never forget where I come from. I want to say thank God for life. Thank God for love. Thank God for laughter. My mother and father raised me right here. And I'm happy to come back to the community and say thank you. Thank you to everybody in this block who helped me raise me up. Miss Elizabeth, Miss Draper, Mr. Horag, Mr. Rainey, they're gone now. They're gone to the other side. Miss Draper's still here. I just saw her. Thank God. But never forget where you come from. This is where I was born. This is where I grew up, right here.
We've all been hurt at some point, even abandoned. Many of us have done the hurting ourselves. We get to the point where we don't trust anyone, nor do we feel worthy of being loved by anyone. Then there's that one person who just doesn't give up on loving you. Their love is unconditional. Their love stays long enough for you to heal. And then they promise to never leave. That's love you can count on. God's love.
Hello everybody, this is Dave Evans, President Pick TV Network. I am so happy for all of you who are here today with us on a special presentation with one of my favorite persons in the world. Everybody loves Michelle Cox of Atlanta, Georgia. The computer lady is on, my co-host. It's on right now, Pick TV Network. Hey, Michelle.
How you doing?
We're doing beautiful. All is well in Washington, D.C., and to have you on now, it's all about her. Yeah, we're so happy today. I want to talk about a special project we have in progress called Project Smiles. Project Smiles, folks, was birthed last year when there were people who were coming to us in need. We were right here on this broadcast, Michelle, when we had several people who Monique said, we're not going to have Christmas this year because I don't have any money. Can't have any toys because I don't have money to buy toys for Jeremiah. And also she was saying she don't have any money to get food and things. So Project Smiles, I said, we're going to do something. I went in my pocket, said, we're going to give you some gift cards and give you some money in Cash App. Then we had Lucretia from Ohio. Then we had Dr. Blow down in North Carolina and the kids from overseas. And other people began to call us on Clubhouse, and other places said, we need help too. So while we were on this platform, you donated $100 last year to kick it off with me. And I want to say thank you, Michelle. Let's talk about the need of so many people in 2022. And this year it's going to be even rough because people lost jobs, homes. There's kids right now who mom spent all the money to get them school clothes, and she don't have any money right now for holiday gifts. But Project Smiles want to come in to help. Talk about Michelle, how you feel about helping folks during this season coming up.
Well, the thing about it is the need is all year round. And I'm committed as somebody that's a philanthropist. I've been a philanthropist my whole life. I knew I wanted to be a philanthropist since the age of 8 years old. And so Project Smiles is a way that you and this community and the TV stations says, hey, we need to make sure that people in need have a voice. And so that's what we've been able to do. We've been able to give to people in need all across the United States. And we also let our viewers help others as well because we have Project Smile. And if you look at the QR code right here, you can actually take your phone, and depending on which phone you have, whether it's an Android or Apple, you can hit that QR code. And that's going to take you where you can give to Project Smile. We not only know that there's a need around the holidays, but there's a need all year round. And we want to be an integral part of making sure that those in need get the help they need. And that started with us. It started with me. It started with the good doctor here. And we've been doing all these things to make sure that we serve our community because that's what God would want. That's God's love.
That's right. I'm so happy, Michelle. You know, we want to honor you and want to honor for all the good things you've done on Pick TV Network. I always tell people when we started this television network, you was the first one who came to us and said, I want to help the network. I remember it like last night, and this was over a year ago. You said, I want to help Pick TV Network. You said, just give me something to do. And I said, I need a public relations person. And you said, okay, I'll take it. And you ran with that. You had Safe Light on, president of Safe Light. Come on. Isaac Hayes, we lined up Isaac Hayes II, Delano, House of Creativity. And I met his wonderful wife, Monique. You know, so many people you brought on Pick TV Network, and I would openly say thank you for helping the network. And I remember you said, I'm tired of seeing African Americans killing each other on TV, taking off their clothes, just disrespecting each other. And you made a difference. You made a big difference.
Well, we have to. We have no other choice if we call ourselves people that believe in God and follow God, but to help each other and uplift each other, not tear each other down. Because there's a misnomer or a myth that Black people don't stick together and we don't help each other. Well, we not only help Black, we help all people. Pick TV is the public information network. And so we're here for the public. But we do, and Black people do help each other. We do, we have, and we continue to. Now, as we talk about Project Smile, I don't know, Dr. Evans, do you know about Moses West?
No, you talked about Moses West. Let's talk a little bit about Moses West.
Well, you know there's a water crisis in Jackson, Mississippi right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this water crisis has been going on for a long time.
Wow.
Well, it's finally to its breaking point, and people in Jackson, Mississippi don't have clean water to drink, to bathe with, to brush their teeth with, to wash their hair.
Wow.
They can't even boil their water so bad. Well, Moses West created the atmospheric water generator.
Mm-hmm.
And as part of our service to our communities, we're asking everybody that can donate to the Moses West Foundation, that they do that. Because what he's doing is he is creating water from the air.
Wow.
And in this, he's bringing clean drinking water to Jackson, Mississippi. He did it in Flint. He also did it in Puerto Rico. And he's brought clean water to Africa.
Wow.
And this brother, this Black man, has done something very, very important, because if you go without water for 7 days, your mind will literally take you into psychosis, mm-hmm. and you go crazy, and you will kill for water.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that he knows about, and he also teaches about the 17 tenets of life and how to of sustainability. So I'm also looking to get Mr. Moses West to come on. He's a pretty busy man, but right now he's in Jackson, helping Jackson to get water, the water that they need so badly.
I would love for him to come on. I would love for him to come on Pick TV Network, and so we can help each other. There's no shortage when we all share. You know, if we take the moment, just like you said, we talk about people's lives down there. And Lady of Wisdom, she's one of our Pick TV Network managers from Mississippi. And she'll be joining us in our next segment that's coming up. And I definitely want to thank you for putting it out there, you know, because when we're talking about people's lives, this is big, folks. Let's support the Moses West Foundation also, so we can help bring life and hope to people, especially during this holiday season. You know, when we look at Pick TV Network, Michelle, you've been on and covered so many topics with us on Hello America, on our news segment. I remember we did Reconnecting the Generation. We talked about American health crisis. We talked about AI, information technology. You know, we talked about the elderly. There was so many topics that we covered, even when people got shot and hurt. And I want to go back, because we haven't done the news segment in a minute due to your schedule. But when I think about the kids in Texas, my heart is still broken, Michelle. I mean, I gave some money on the internet. We're trying to still adopt maybe 1 or 2 families down there to give some toys to some kids and some gift cards. and cash apps during the holiday, I really want to reach out because some of those parents still have 2 or 3 kids, and those kids are with their brother, without their sister this holiday season. That tears me up. That tears me up, Michelle. But I feel a little better when we send something down there, at least communicate with that family during the time of need, and talk about some books that you would donate to some families down in Texas during the holiday season, Michelle.
All right. Well, for those folks that don't know me, but if you've been watching the Pick TV network, you know me. I'm Michelle, the computer lady. I create STEM inspired picture books for kids. And these picture books are about smart mommies. And these smart mommies teach their kids about technology. Well, I'm gifting 1 million downloads of my new digital book called Mommy, What is an Entrepreneur?
1 million.
And so all you have to do is go to the link, which is T as in the, M as in mommy, R as in readers, C as in collections, U as in United, S as in states.com /# ebook. And you can get a free book for a child you love. Doesn't matter where they are in the world because it's digital. And that's something I want to bless the world with. I'm a breast cancer survivor. I'm celebrating 6 years of successfully beating breast cancer this year. I also battle sarcoidosis. And so God has always laid it on my heart to make sure that I am giving to the greater good and making sure I'm helping children read better. Because did you know, Dr. Evans, that a child's third grade reading score will indicate whether or not they'll go to prison?
Wow.
If a child is not reading well by third grade, he or she is more likely to grow up in poverty and not have a great life. And that's one of the reasons I write books. I want our kids to understand technology, engineering, math, science. This way, they have an opportunity to make sure that they have a future. And so, parents, read to your children. It's so important. Read to them, read with them, and you know what's going to happen. They're going to start reading to you. When they see your modeling of reading and they follow behind your footsteps and they read well, they are the next Kachani Brown Jacksons. They are the next Kamala Harris's. They're the next Barack Obamas, the next Dr. Evans, the next Michelle Cox. There's so many good people that do the things that they do, but the cornerstone of learning is making sure that they read. So again, for the free book, Mommy What's an Entrepreneur, it's T as in the, M as in mommy, R as in readers, C as in collection, U as in United, S as in states.com. And that'll take you to the Mommy Readers website. You go to the ebook and the download is there, just your name and email address. And it's going to send you a link and you'll get a digital book. Now, I find the best way to read it with the child is to make sure that you take a computer and you mirror cast it to one of the largest TVs and you guys can read it together and see it nice and big. The other thing you want to do is to make sure that you spend time with them reading every day. It's so, so important. Our kids have been falling behind in reading scores and we're not scoring as well. The scoring doesn't bother me. The not being able to read really bothers me, and we can do better. And so I want to constantly make sure that we're doing better. Dr. Evans, what do you think?
That's it. I mean, readers are leaders. This is our future, folks. This is the way our world's going to change. There's no way our President Barack Obama would have been in office for 8 years had he not been a good reader, and his wife. So reading books is very important. Michelle, the computer lady, is donating 1 million books. That is huge, folks. That is huge. And, especially during the holidays and Project Smiles, this is something that we all can contribute together. When the Pick TV Network Project Smiles, It's something that we're doing. You know, there's a lot of foundations out there doing amazing things. Toys for Tots, McDonald's, Ronald McDonald's House, Salvation Army. There's a whole bunch of people, churches are supporting different events, but they can't do it all. There's still somebody left out. There's still somebody in need. And more than likely, people who are in the low income neighborhoods who don't have much, they can't even make it to those locations, you know, because they don't have money. And the mother who has 7 kids, she's struggling to do the best she can, or the father who lost his job, or dad is in the hospital. Remember last year, Michelle, there was a person in the hospital, and they said, "Can you help my kid? I'll be in the hospital this Christmas." And we got their address and gave toys to their kids. And the person in prison, he said, "I can't go, but can Project Smiles send some toys or something to my kid?" And we did that. So it's more than just, like you stated, just the holiday season. We try to do this all year long and helping folks. But I want to talk about, before we go to our commercial break, Patty, your good sister, your co-host on, you know, Hello America. Let's talk about Patty. And a matter of fact, let's just go to her presentation that she did on Pick TV Network. And the world needs to hear. She just sent this to us, and she's going to be joining us soon. But this is Patty.
Hi, how are you? This is Patty with the Pick TV Network. And I want to ask you a question. Do you believe in miracles? I do. And guess what? So does Project Smiles. We have created so many miracles last year and continue to create miracles as the season comes around with the holidays. We are asking you to please give a gift from the heart, only from the heart, and pay it forward with a miracle. I do want to share a testimony of my miracle. I received a car. It was a gift. It was a great gift. It was so well received. And my friend, it wasn't a family member, it was a friend who was so generous that gave it to me. She represents gratitude. She's a person of gratitude, and she reminds me to be grateful. She sees the good in paying it forward, and she also is always giving straight from her heart. So again, I just want to share that miracles happen every day. And you could be a part of that. You could not only be a receiver of a miracle like me, but also be a giver of a miracle as well as me. Here at the Pick TV Network, we're all about love and compassion and helping each other rise up. So again, Project Smiles for the Pick TV Network. Have an amazing day, everybody. God bless.
We love Patty. She's amazing. And she deserves a miracle. And people in need deserve a miracle. And what everybody can do, if you look right here, it's a QR code here. Scan that QR code and join us in providing miracles throughout the year to families in need through Project Smile. Dr. Evans, back to you.
That's what it's about. It's about giving and sharing during the holiday season. And I just want to say thank you. You know, so many people, again, receive smiles. You know, when I heard Monique say, "I got the gift," Karen Jeremiah, who is a wonderful kid that she's raising with the best of her ability. She loves Jeremiah, her son, and she's a beautiful mom. And I want to say thank you to Lucretia, all the way from Ohio, also for her. She had about 5 kids she had to help out. We sent her a cash app, sent her boxes of gifts. We sent things down to Dr. Blow again from North Carolina, other folks in the clubhouse. even the folk in Zambia, was over asking us, can we help them out? And it's expensive, but it's worth it. We give to help folks to have a wonderful holiday season. There's so many people right now, Michelle, who have eviction notice behind on their rent. Folks who are the credit is messed up, so they can't even get a gift card. They don't have any money. The bills are backed up, and right now they can't even see the holidays. But here comes Project Smiles. Yeah, scan that QR code. Let's get busy, folks. Sending that donation, and I want to talk about, Michelle, the vision of Project Smiles as far as business leaders, 200 business leaders giving their best. I support Subway. I support all the places in my community, the sandwich places, the store places, the ice cream places, the places of, and now I'm asking them, the leaders of those businesses, give a donation. Some of our ministers and pastors are giving, and we're looking to thank Pastor Bowie and others, Pastor Matthew and others, leaders, business leaders. When we all give together, it makes a difference, Michelle.
It does. I mean, with me, I just adopted a new son. He's 18 years old.
Thank you, Michelle. You got a lot of claps tonight. A lot of love for her adopted son. Amazing, job that she's doing to help people and to coming back in a second, to help people and to motivate folks and to encourage people is amazing. Michelle Cox she's a leader. She's a woman of love, a woman of faith, a woman who helps people from all walks of life. She was one of the first persons when we started Pick TV Network to say, I want to help, I want to support, I'm going to give to help this network. And she's been on our television network over 50 times, folks, doing shows and programs. Her and Patty, they're a team from New York to Atlanta, coming on Pick TV Network, doing shows when it comes to news reports all over the world. Michelle, you ready to come back in? Yeah, let me know when you're ready. Okay, take your time. She's getting a little breather. Everybody today understand one thing. That is this: when it comes to the holiday seasons, everybody wants to be happy. Everybody deserves to have a smile. And this is what we do with Pick TV Network. We bring people to a place where they can smile during the holidays by giving gift cards, giving surprise gifts to the kids, giving out small cash apps to families in need. This is what we do. And the more we have, the more we can give. And we need you who know someone to put on that list. All right. We're also looking to adopt community heroes. There's some people out there who are community heroes, Michelle, who are doing great things. Community heroes, people who are feeding the elderly, going and getting their medicine from the doctor. There's community heroes out there who teaching kids how to read. I think we got a community hero right here. We have a community hero right here. We have community heroes who are doing great things in the community, making a difference. Again, mentoring kids. And just to adopt a kid in 2022, I salute you. I salute you. I salute you.
Well, while you saluting me, remember, it's all God. God and I had to have a conversations to make sure that I was the right fit and I could really help this young man flourish. Now, when we talk about being a community hero and doing other things, Dr. Evans, did I tell you that we're getting ready to raise $90 million for our public hospital?
Wow. $90 million. Wow.
Well, I don't know if you heard, one of our hospitals here, Wellstar Atlanta Medical Center, is closing. So we had two level 1 trauma hospitals here in the Atlanta metro area. Now we're only going to have one, and we've got to make sure that the doors stay open. So we're going to be launching a fundraiser really, really soon. And I'm going to let everybody know how they can help, how they can be part of Project Smile and help with this fundraiser. Now, we got a brand new book coming out to help with this fundraiser. And I'm going to need everyone everywhere to do a pre-order. We'll let you know when the launch date will be. It's going to be on my website, the Mommy Readers Collection. And if you just want to Google me, if you Google Michelle the Computer Lady, you can see everything that I'm doing and all the things that I'm involved in. But God has always laid it on my heart that I'm supposed to help others. And that's what I do on a consistent basis. And that's why when I met Dr. Evans, he says, I want to have a positive TV network that shows our best and our brightest and Black excellence. I said, I have to be there and I have to support. Well, we have to go from there to doing more and more because it's required. Without a public hospital, the underserved, the poor, the indigent don't have anywhere to go for care. And our hospital here, Grady Memorial, has been in the forefront of helping. And that's one of the reasons why I'm committed to making sure that we help this new wing get up off the ground. That way, with our other hospital leaving the Atlanta metro area, people aren't going to die because they can't get health care. Dr. Evans, back to you.
Amazing. You know, I salute you. I salute you. You are a community hero. I mean, we have to honor you as our community hero because that is amazing. Helping to build hospitals and to adopt kids. I mean, I'm happy. You got it again. This is our community hero, Michelle Cox from Atlanta, Georgia, and we're excited. You know, this is what it's all about, folks. It's about bringing positive information, transformation to people's lives. From Washington, D.C., all the way to Atlanta, Georgia, when you popping in today, when you give towards Project Smiles, you're doing something bigger than your money. You're making an investment in somebody's life. You're helping a kid smile. You know, I was riding around today, and as I was riding around today, I really felt so honored because I saw something in the sky that really blessed me. Watch this. Hey everybody, get ready for Project Smiles. And that's when God smiles down upon us. We're going to smile down upon somebody else. I had to pull over and see this beautiful, beautiful sky view. I get amazed when I see beautiful sky views. I had to pull my truck over, pull my car over and say, man, I got to see this. I got to take a look at this. So I came over here to see the moon right there. See the moon popping up right there. That means something's about to happen. I'm doing a 360 view of this. Again, I just came on top of this building. I pulled my truck right here. I said, I'm gonna come up here and just record some of this beautiful sky view. And look what a beautiful sky view this is. That's so magnificent. That's beautiful. That's God. That is so beautiful. And we wanted you to get ready. Get ready for Project Smiles. Beautiful, beautiful thing that we're going to be doing, helping kids and families during the holidays. I want to send a big shout out to Celeste, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Michelle Cox, Atlanta, Georgia, Patty, New York, Mel Beast, Colorado, giving love out to everybody. Miss Spinks, California, all the Pick TV Network, Dr. Sheila, McGrew, everybody, Lady of Wisdom, Pick TV Network team is coming to the rescue, Project Smiles, and we need everybody to give and contribute. We're looking for 200 business leaders to give towards Project Smiles so we can help people over the holidays to have, boom, some toys for the kids, boom, some gift cards, and a little bit of cash taps. We're gonna be doing it, folks. Because you know what? Somebody bigger than me and you is working to help us break Project Smile, make this Project Smile a reality.
Happy holidays to the Pick TV network! Oh, keep watching Pick TV on Roku and the website Click and Play, the PickTVNetwork.com.
I'm Maya.
And I'm Darius.
And we have to talk about something.
It's bullying.
When people think of bullying, they think of kids getting shoved into lockers or having their heads flushed in a toilet. But the truth is, bullying can be a lot more complicated than that.
Bullies use their power to hurt or control others. And they might make you feel unsafe in places where you should feel protected.
And that's not okay. Your school, sports teams, and after-school clubs have to be safe spaces for everyone. There was a time when I didn't feel welcome at school. Some girls that I thought were my friends had decided I wasn't cool enough for them. Everywhere I went, they either laughed at me, made fun of me, or ignored me altogether. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, there was a time when I didn't feel safe at school. I started to dread coming to football practice because one of my teammates would always take the drills too far. It didn't seem like anyone noticed. I mean, the coach was too busy focusing on the whole team to see me being bullied.
No one ever has the right to hurt you or make you feel unsafe.
The problem is, bullying is hard to stop. And that's because most people's first reaction to bullying is to ignore it. You may feel like it will go away, but the problem with ignoring it
is that it won't stop, and it might even get worse. Maybe you're embarrassed, or you want to believe that it's not a big deal.
Or maybe you're afraid that telling will make it worse, or that whoever you need to tell won't understand, or be able to help.
But trust us, because we've been there. If you're being bullied, there's only one way to deal with it.
Stop, walk away, and tell an adult. Stop taking the abuse.
Get yourself away from the situation.
And go talk to an adult you trust. Tell them everything.
Parents, teachers, counselors, and coaches' first priority is your safety. Believe me, there are adults that want to help you.
Bullies might scare you out of telling, but if you tell an adult, the bullying is more likely to stop.
The adults in our lives won't tolerate bullying, but we can't tolerate it either. We have to stand up for each other, and we all know some kids get it the worst.
Last year, a friend of ours started feeling unwelcome and unsafe at school. He was being bullied for weeks just for being different and having different interests than some of the other kids at school.
We didn't want to see our friend get hurt or feel like he didn't belong. So we helped do something about it.
Kids who are LGBTQ, or who are of color, or maybe have learning challenges or physical differences, might get bullied the most. We need to work together to decide how safe our school can be.
Our differences are our strengths. We also know that bullies need help too.
But we can't tolerate their behavior. Never ignore bullying. Never stay silent. You will help yourself and help your bully more by speaking up.
Stop, walk away, and tell an adult. Even if the bullying happens online or on your phone, speak up whenever you see, hear about, or experience bullying.
Do it for yourself, for your friends, for the kids you've never even met. Always speak up.
It's time we work together to make our schools safer for everyone.
All right, everybody, we're right back here once again, Pick TV Network. I am so happy to be with my co-host today, Michelle Cox from Atlanta, Georgia. She is a woman of love and a woman of faith and a woman who gives. Michelle Cox, right now we're talking about Project Smiles and how we're going to help make a difference in people's lives over the holidays. You got one thing you want everybody to do, and that is go to that QR code. You're making me want to go, and I'm in the studio with you. Go and support Project Smile. Go there and hit that QR code button right there, folks, and then you can be a part of the thank you guest list that we're going to be announcing those who giving. I want to thank Brother Dyer. He called earlier today. He wants to give and contribute. He saw this presentation, said, man, what's Project Smiles? How can I give and support? And I'm going to thank him, others who are coming on and being a partner. We're starting early this year, you know. There may be some business leaders watching in the barbershops, nail salons, beauty parlors, bars, restaurants, churches, clubs, and you want to give towards Project Smiles. There it is. The number is right there, 202-505-2837. Michelle, tell us how important it is for business leaders and businesses that we support to give back during this time.
Well, let's think about it. As a business leader, we have our pulse on the community. So we know when the community needs help. And it's a win-win for us when we help our community, because the people that you help today are going to be the customers of tomorrow as well. And people are not going to forget all the wonderful things you do to uplift the community as a community leader. I have been able to help Donors Choose and No Kid Hungry this year as well, by giving them donations to help our children to make sure that they have meals, especially over the summer. Because a lot of times when there's no school, children of limited means and families of limited means, the kids don't have food for school. So that's something that we do. And then with Donors Choose, that's an organization that helps teachers help students in schools, because as you know, teachers, especially here in the United States, are very underpaid. And a lot of times they go in their own pockets to try to buy supplies and the things that children need, especially when they teach in areas that are low income. And so it's really, really, really important for us as community leaders to, at the proverbial, put our money where our mouth is in order to make sure that we uplift our communities. I stand by it. I believe in it, and I do it, just like Dr. Evans. And so when he came up with Project Smile, that first day we were able to help Monique, I was like, I have to. God compelled me to do these works, and I want to make sure that I'm continuing doing the work that God has set me on this earth for, and to work into my purpose.
Yeah,
Dr. Evans.
and that's why
Doc-
that's why you're a community hero. You know, Pick TV Network community here. You always giving, you always supporting. You know, thousands of dollars you helped our network and given throughout the year. And I want to thank you, Patty, um, Monique, um, um, Melvise from California. You know, the list goes on and on. Dr. Sheila McGrew, Kimberly, who is our booking person for keeping our channels up. You know, Lady of Wisdom down in Mississippi. We definitely praying for her. You know, Sean, who's down there with you in Atlanta, Georgia. You know, all our partners and friends, Coach Yvette Evans, Amos Stephen, so many people, Mr. Campbell, James Lee, the list goes on. We're not doing this by ourselves. We cannot do a television network by ourselves. God sends us help, and we use the help that God gives us. And Project Smiles, again, folks, is something that we want to do to help people throughout the holidays. And I'm so glad you said about community leaders. People remember. I want to give a shout out to Readers and Jackie from Readers right in Clinton, Maryland. She owns that reader. She donated $1,000 to our work that we were doing over the ministry. $1,000. She said, "Come up here, I got something for you." I said, "Okay." And when I got there, I was just thought she was going to have some ice cream. But Readers going, it's an ice cream place. It's Readers, but she has the best Italian ice in the world. And I went out there, and she had a check there for $1,000. You know, when people give, you never forget that. You know, and whenever you have something and you want to give back to the community, people remember that. And I love that when you said we support, especially the African American community. In the community we live in the fish markets, stores around the corner, the dollar stores, we often go in there and we support in our community. But now we can ask those business leaders, come on and give to us Big TV Network so we can help families. And it comes right back to the families of the people who calling us and say, can you help my brother or sister up the street? Or I know my sister around the corner, her rent is due. And somebody got burnt out. Michelle, I want to get into, before we close this broadcast, I want to talk about you from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm from Washington, D.C. I want to talk about the deep inner city people who are hurting right now. I mean, there's a lot of people in Atlanta right now while they're doing, I think we covered gentrification. We talked about gentrification. But there's still people in the projects while they're doing all of this urban renewal and building, and seems to be forgotten and left behind. There's a pregnant mother watching us right now with some kids and just barely making ends meet. She's all by herself. Somebody's crying. It's a dad who lost his job. I want you to talk about, the inner city folk who just making it, not even paycheck to paycheck, they're making it on broken pieces. In anything, when we talk about a gift card, talk about how big that is when you don't have food to eat and we send a $20 gift card to a family. What does that mean, Michelle?
Well, let me give you a little history. The city of Atlanta and Atlanta Public Housing, what they did was the governor had a mandate and they eviscerated all the projects. We no longer have projects in the city of Atlanta. There are none. And our homeless population has skyrocketed. Now, there is a voucher program to help people get into moderate income housing. But landlords, especially during this pandemic time, a lot of them have stopped taking Section 8 housing. So we're seeing more and more homeless people. Now, What we have to do is to rally around our folks that are in need. It's quite important. And the way that we can do that is through Project Smile and other organizations that are there to help. But $20 is food for several days for a family. It's the difference between a kid not eating for 3 or 4 days, no lunch to go to school with, no breakfast. Those are the things that we have to think about when we think about what those donations do. And a mother can look and she's looking in the cupboard and just hoping that, she's got a little flour, a little milk, something she can, make just a few pancakes, something that will fill the child and give them some nourishment. Those are what those dollars do. Every time we help a family, a mother in crisis, a child in crisis. Those dollars make sure that they eat for that day. They eat for several days. So anything that you can afford to give is a help. And even if you're not doing Project Smiles, there's a lot of different foundations that you can help. But we have to remember to help. That's the biggest thing. We have to remember, if we have, God says share. And that's what Project Smile is all about. Dr. Evans, back to you.
Yeah, Michelle, I love you so much. Being a co-host with me, people text me all the time saying I can listen to it for days. They love you. They love the mindset that you have. We have a young person came in, and we have a new system, so your picture may not come up. But she says that's awesome. Love Pick TV Network. Thank you. And this is just our second segment. We're going to be doing this all throughout the holidays. We just starting out right now. We got a lot of our Pick TV Network business managers going to be on. Patty's coming on. We have Melvise coming on. We have Kimberly coming on. We have Burke coming on from Toronto, Canada. Him and Rita's coming on. Coach Evans. We have a lot of folk going to be coming on. And the person from the foundation that you stated too, we'll have him to come on. As we build together, we're not going to do this at the last minute. So we want to plan it. In a couple of months, the season is going to be here. And there might be a family who said, I can't make it to them. Please help me now. And we want to reach out and get them a meal, give them a gift card. I know how it is. Michelle, thank you, everybody. Scan that QR code because when I look at Michelle doing that, it makes me just smile a little bit. Scan that QR code. I know how it feels to not have money on the day when you really want to get something, and you put your ATM in card and it don't come back, or you at the grocery store and you put your card up there and it declines, and you got the other card up there and it declines. I know how that feels. It feels embarrassing. It feels like you don't know what to do. I've been there. I know how that feels, and that's why I'm so compassionate about Project Smiles. And sometimes $20 for a gift card is like $20,000 at the right time. It can get a meal. It can get you to the store, and you can get some bread, and you can get some lunch meat. You can get a couple of snacks for the kids. And Michelle, no kid deserves, because they came into this world, they didn't ask to be here. They should not go forth because of lack of a help. We are going to do our best with Project Smile to help out, Michelle.
Well, not only are we going to help, we're going to enlist other leaders to help. And that's one of the reasons that we're doing this segment today. So if you're out there and you have a business, and we always know we give from our overflow. So if you have overflow, please think about helping a family in need. The time to start is today. We know that there's a lot of things that are going on, but your $25, your $20, your gift card, anything that you can do to help a family in need is going to go a long way, because a child that's hungry is a child that can't learn. A child that's hungry is also a child that is getting set up because people will steal for food. We live in a country that people shouldn't have to steal for food or just basic necessities. We are, as God says, our brother's keeper, and God said, whatsoever you do to the least of them, you do it for me. So we're God's hands and we're God's feet, and we are the people that help our community. And I want you to join me as a community leader, and I want you to say yes to making a change and making sure that we're reaching out to others in need. Dr. Evans?
That's why we love you, Michelle. And that's why your $100 gift last year made a smile on Monique's face, and it helped us to get toys. I personally picked up the toys and went to the mail post office, filled out the information, sent it to them, and got the call. How it was so wonderful to get toys for the kids. I think we got 3 boxes of toys that we sent to Lucretia in Ohio. She was so happy. I got the toys. I'm trying to hide it for the kids. The kids were trying to hide. They were trying to find and open the boxes before the day came. They were just so happy, and to be able to see them smile. And then a gift card, to families, saying, Monique was so happy to get the gift card and go shopping over the holidays to get food for her and Jeremiah.
And every time we do these things, not only do they smile, but we smile. It makes our heart happy. And that's the importance, because when your heart is happy, God is smiling on you, and you live a better life. And giving and supporting your community is the best way to give a better life. Now, I grew up in a household that was working poor. And I remember all the times that somebody would, 6 kids. If you bought a bag of rice over, a bag of flour, we got the necessities. Now that I'm an adult, that has passed on to me through my parents to help those in need. And so I'm asking, if you own a business, no matter where you are in the United States, and you hear this, pull out your card. Go ahead, scan that QR code, and help us bring smiles, not only through the holidays, but right now, to help a family in need. Dr. Evans?
Yeah, you said something very profound. When you make God smile, He makes us smile. This is what I saw today. Hey everybody, get ready for Project Smiles. And that's when God smiles down upon us. We're going to smile down in front of somebody else. I had to pull over and see this beautiful, beautiful sky view. I get amazed when I see beautiful sky views. I had to pull my car over and say, man, I got to see this. I got to take a look at this. So I came over here to see the moon right there. See the moon popping up right there. That means something's about to happen. We're doing a 360 view of this. Again, I just came on top of this building. I pulled my truck right here. I said, I'm gonna come up here and just record some of this beautiful sky view. And look what a beautiful sky view this is. That's so magnificent. That's beautiful. That's God. That is so beautiful. And we wanted you to get ready. Get ready for Project Smiles. Beautiful, beautiful thing that we're going to be doing, helping kids and families during the holidays. I want to send a big shout out to Celeste, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Michelle Cox, Atlanta, Georgia, Patty, New York, Melvise, Colorado, giving love out to everybody. Miss Spinks, California, all the Pick TV Network, Dr. Sheila, McGrew, everybody, Lady Wisdom, Pick TV Network team is coming to the rescue, Project Smiles, and we need everybody to give and contribute. We're looking for 200 business leaders to give towards Project Smiles so we can help people over the holidays to have, boom, some toys for the kids, boom, some gift cards, and a little bit of cash checks. We're going to be doing it, folks. Because you know what? Somebody bigger than me and you working to help us break Project Smile, make this Project Smile a reality. Folks, when you do something bigger than you, God gets in. Because if it's bigger than you, God puts his hand in and blesses what you do. And when God blesses what you do, it's going to be so great. Project Smiles is a beautiful, beautiful time of giving over the holidays. This is the season of giving and sharing and helping people who are less fortunate than you. And we want everybody who's watching me right now, go to your phone and put in 202-505-2837. 202-505-2837. And let's help people over the holidays. Put a smile on those kids' faces. Put a smile on that mother's face with 7 kids. Put a smile on that father's face who lost his job. Put a smile on somebody's face who may be in the hospital and may not come out for the hospital due to holidays, due to their sickness. But their kids are going to get toys and their family's going to get help. Somebody watching me right now, you may have a loved one in prison, but that's okay. Project Smiles can still help the families of loved ones in prison by giving those kids some toys. That's what we do, folks. Project Smiles. My name is David Evans, president of Project Smiles and Pick TV Network, and we're going to help people over the holidays. We're going to do it, folks, and we need your support. We need your help. Make a donation right now. Call 202-505-2837. Make a donation towards Project Smiles. Or go to www.watchpicktv.com. www.watchpicktv.com. This is David Evans. I'll see you on Pick TV.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Dr. Evans?
That was today. I was so amazed when I was driving. I seen that view in the sky. And I just had to pull my truck over because that view was God. Nobody but God could make something that's so beautiful, And I just had to pull over and just record. That was today. That was today, folks. And when we came on tonight, I just didn't know if we put a smile on God's face, he'll put a smile back on ours for somebody else. And that's what it's all about, Michelle. It's all about helping people who can't help us. And when I think about the person who lost their job, as I stated, that person in the hospital who can't come home for the holidays, my sister Edie, she's been in the hospital, rehab for so long. And thank God she's getting better. And there's others, Raymond, who's in prison, but he still has kids. Project Smiles, we're going to make sure those kids get toys and, they get a gift card or something for their families. And the beautiful thing about Project Smiles, Michelle, we're not waiting for any other organization. And I'm happy for all the organizations that are doing things. But this is something that God put on our heart to do. Well, we reached the our pocket. I love when you put up there the QR code. You're in love. You are in love. You said scan that QR code. You just get up there to the whole world. But I really thank God that we know, as of doing this last year, late November, early December, helping families made us feel so good. And it was the birth of Pick TV Network Project Smiles. We know there's something else out there with Amazon, again, Ronald McDonald House. Those are doing Toys for Tots. Those are out there, Salvation Army. Those are so wonderful things, and we support what they are doing, but this is something that we're doing. So when you put your name on the list, they won't get left behind, because we're concerned about some families who can't. There's always somebody who goes to those events who they're late, or they go to the event and they don't get anything because everything is gone. Every last one of them. There's somebody always, and you may say, man, they should. No, don't say they shouldn't have, because you don't know what their situation may be. Just because you go to the bus stop and the bus pull off, that don't mean you shouldn't get on the bus. No. That child still is the person who still needs help and support. Scan that QR code. There you go, Michelle. You know I love you so much, Michelle. It's a lot of people watching right there. Hey, we're going to close this segment out. Michelle, any closing words before we go?
Dr. Evans, first and foremost, we have to thank you, because Project Smile was your brainchild. And as a pastor, you're doing God's work by leading us to make sure that we take care of each other. So I want to give you a hand today and say thank you. And I am proud to be associated with you and to work with you. I'm Michelle, the computer lady. Dr. Evan, back to you.
Thank you. Thank God. God deserves all the glory. I'm just a servant. I'm a puppet on the string. I'm the person who's really behind the scenes, and he's out front, because at the end of the day, you know, when a person in the family smiles and we give back, you know, I really thank God that, you know, when we do something like this, it's blessing. It's the work of Jesus, really. It's really us being his extended hands, you know, his extended feet. Once we release it to go to a family, when we receive these funds, I feel so good when they call me and say, I got it. You know, we're going to have a better day. We're going to eat good tonight. It's nothing can replace that, folks. By somebody getting a gift card and toys for their kids, or, you know, just a cash app in the time of need, just to keep the lights on. Amazing. All right,
everybody, do this. Go to support Pick TV Project Smiles at 202-505-2837. Call us, or you can go to Watch Pick TV Network, or you can do what I like to do, hit this QR code right here and make a donation. If you can't do it today, make it on payday. We're going to be here all year round, making sure that we put smiles on everyone's face. Dr. Evan, I'm going to let you close this out.
Thank you, everybody. I love Michelle Cox. This is my co-host from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm from Washington, D.C. We had a wonderful time today talking about Project Smiles. And we got a little ways to go, folks, but we're not going to last minute you. We want everybody to start putting this in your budget right now. Let's help some families during the holidays. Thank you for your time. We'll see you next time on the Pick TV Network. Hey, we still got a little comment coming in. Somebody can't look this, Michelle. Somebody, we got a comment right there. Look at that. I'm making a donation. That's why we have this Pick TV Network donation drive. And what you give is going to put a smile on somebody's face. And the beautiful thing is, it may go towards a family that you're going to submit a name in, that we can help that family in a time of need. Thank you, Michelle. We're going to close out the broadcast, folks. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for the chat, man. Keep watching the replays of this, and we'll come back on tomorrow. Happy holidays, everybody. Thank you for your time.
Hi, how are you? This is Patty with the Pick TV Network. And I want to ask you a question. Do you believe in miracles? I do. And guess what? So does Project Smiles. We have created so many miracles last year and continue to create miracles as the season comes around with the holidays. We are asking you to please give a gift from the heart, only from the heart, and pay it forward with a miracle. I do want to share a testimony of my miracle. I received a car. I received a car. It was a gift. It was a great gift. It was so well received. And my friend it wasn't a family member, it was a friend who was so generous that gave it to me. She represents gratitude. She's a person of gratitude, and she reminds me to be grateful. She sees the good in paying it forward, and she also is always giving straight from her heart. So again, I just want to share that miracles happen every day, and you could be a part of that. You could not only be a receiver of a miracle like me, but also be a giver of a miracle as well as me. Here at the PIC TV Network, we're all about love and compassion and helping each other rise up. So again, Project Smiles for the PIC TV Network. Have an amazing
Hey everybody, get ready for Project Smiles. And that's when God smiles down upon us. We're going to smile down in front of somebody else. I had to pull over and see this beautiful, beautiful sky view. I get amazed when I see beautiful sky views. I had to pull my truck over, pull my car over and say, man, I got to see this. I got to take a look at this. So I came over here to see the moon right there. You see the moon popping up right there. That means something's about to happen. We're doing a 360 view of this. Again, I just came on top of this building. I pulled my truck right here. I said, I'm gonna come up here and just record some of this beautiful sky view. And look what a beautiful sky view this is. That's so magnificent. You know, folks, when you do something bigger than you, God gets in. Because if it's bigger than you, God puts his hand in and blesses what you do. And when God blesses what you do, it's going to be so great. Project Smiles is a beautiful, beautiful time of giving over the holidays. This is the season of giving and sharing and helping people who are less fortunate than you. And we want everybody who's watching me right now, go to your phone and put in 202-505-2837. 202-505-2837. And let's help people over the holidays. Put a smile on those kids' faces. Put a smile on that mother's face with 7 kids. Put a smile on that father's face who lost his job. Put a smile on somebody's face who may be in the hospital and may not come out for the hospital due to the holidays due to their sickness. But their kids are going to get toys and their family's going to get help. Somebody watching me right now, you may have a loved one in prison, but that's okay. Project Smiles can still help the families of loved ones in prison by giving those kids some toys. That's what we do, folks. Project Smiles. My name is David Evans, president of Project Smiles and PIC TV Network, and we're going to help people over the holidays. We're going to do it, folks, and we need your support. We need your help. Make a donation right now. Call 202-505-2837. Make a donation towards Project Smiles. Or go to www.watchpictv.com. www.watchpictv.com. This is David Evans. I'll see you on PIC TV.
Happy holidays to the PIC TV Network! Oh, keep watching PIC TV on Roku and the website Click and Play, thepictvnetwork.com.